When it comes to ore boats and bulk carrier traffic, summers are usually pretty quiet around here. The shipyard stays busy with new builds and the occasional emergency repairs, like when the integrated tug barge Clyde Vandenkevert, Erie Trader, sailed in through the bay a few weeks ago. If you haven't seen that video, I'll post it here and down below. And no sooner than the Clyde and Erie Trader left Bay Ship, I got word that one of my favorite freighters was coming in for work on her fuel lines. So I headed down to the Canal Land Trust by the southern breakwall to greet her.
Thing of beauty, so she is.
Little did I know then that I was in for a bit of a surprise, and came away with a twofer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Sturgeon Bay Ship Canal here in Door County. It is a hot one today. We've had several hot days in a row here now, as most of the country, but usually we get some relief from Lake Michigan here, but there's been virtually no breeze. So it's been in the upper 80s, lower 90s for several days now. What brings us down here today is I got word from a fellow who's one of the crew members on the Wilfred Sykes that they're coming in today, coming up from Burns Harbor, Indiana, in through the canal, and I can see them out about in front of my house now, about 5 miles out. Yeah, they're coming in for repairs. So, you know, she was built in 1949. She's probably has more repairs than a lot of boats do. But she is the oldest on the lakes, that's for sure. And one of my favorite boats, is you who have been longtime viewers of this channel have probably gathered. I've probably sold more photographs of the Wilfred Sykes than any other lake boat. So we're just waiting for her to line up. She's a few minutes out yet, and well, more than a few, but thought I would get down here early, and I knew this bench was here and it would be in the shade. So I'm going to enjoy what little breeze there is coming in off the lake here, and see what we can get in the way of drone footage today. Very bright, very few clouds in the sky. There's some off to the northwest. Maybe we can catch those in one of our shots. Big billowy cumulus clouds building up over. The wind's coming across from the bay, and the clouds then building up over the peninsula. And then by the time they get to the lake, they all dissipate again.
Grand bank schooner, her simple lines and proportions, elegant and refined, that is her signature. In 1947, the design staff at American Shipbuilding Company in Lorain, Ohio, were given carte blanche instructions: create the largest possible ship to navigate the Great Lakes at that time, without consideration or restriction of past design practices. The new ship introduced innovative features that would go on to influence Great Lakes shipbuilding for more than 2 decades.
that flight. I ran out of room on my SD card. So I had to bring it back, change SD cards, and I was just going to go into town to catch the Wilfred Sykes in town, and I see that the Utopia, a three-masted, I think it's three-masted, 2 or 3-masted tall ship coming in from Manitowoc for the Tall Ships Festival, which is this weekend. So I think I'm going to stick around here, get a few shots of her coming in past the lighthouse, and then hurry into town, and hopefully I can catch the Wilfred Sykes then.
So I was able to catch some footage of the beautiful Utopia coming in, and I'll include that along with the footage from the other tall ships from the festival in my next video. So keep your eyes open for that. I got some great moments of all of them under sail. What a treat it was to see her in port. But her midsummer stay was brief, and after 18 hours she quietly went back to work, slipping out of the bay without fanfare on a hot and hazy July morning.